community. Yeah, I love me some black folk, no question. I'm unapologetically black and I'm unashamedly Christian. But I also operate in a world that realizes that people have to take responsibility for those individuals who find kinship in their actions. So when I think about people like these brothers and sisters, working on behalf of the community, creating peace, historically, we don't have a peace conversation without individuals who are willing to lay their lives on the line and possibly die irrespective of their race. You have a civil rights movement, no question, but we can't divorce the civil rights movement from those individuals, those non-black individuals who put their lives on the line and died themselves to fight for equality. Yeah. So tonight on Black History Month, I just ask all of you in the room, black, white, brown, or different, are you willing to die in America? I got 10 minutes to question this thing called death. Now, I'm a philosopher, right? This is what I do. I'm an existentialist by trade. And what that means is that I am particularly concerned with what it is about the human condition as it faces and wrestles with the quality of their lives. And for me, when I think about not only the tradition of soul food, but for me, when I think about what it means to be human in America, I start with what I believe in, which is what is our relationship to death. You said, I just ate soul food. I don't feel like thinking about that. If I was Dick Gregory in the room, I'd tell y'all just ate death food right now. But I'm not Dick Gregory. I love Dick Gregory. But we have to realize that, especially when we're understanding what it is going on in America, and the brother mentioned it earlier, when we're thinking about our young black boys and our young black girls in America, we can't divorce the conversation from the ways in which they find themselves on the backside of America's thought process. And the ways in which the death of our young black and brown children across the country find themselves in graves and people not paying attention to. Even within our own community. We find ourselves somehow getting along, well, that's a tragedy. Well, that's sad, it shouldn't be that way. My question to you, not only is it a moral question, it shouldn't be that way, but the morality question is, how much are you willing to put yourself on the line to make sure nobody else takes that book? Grandson of Baptist ministers, and so for me, I know that there's a tradition like the dancers dance earlier. There's a tradition that God steps in for both who are in union of fervent and prayer together. So, are we praying? What are our churches doing? Not only is the prayer strong, the question I ask is the prayer strong, but is the work as strong as the prayer? To you all the time, I don't mind if you pray for me, but I'd rather you work with me. It's easy to go in your closet and pray. It's hard to go into the hood and work. I'm a part of a tradition, and you all are a part of a tradition that says, before I'll be a slave, I'll be buried in the grave. That is a conversation. They're working through slavery in the process. They're not saying I'm 50 years later. They're not saying I'm somewhere I don't want to be a slave. They are enslaved, singing slave songs, telling myself I can't some of us, we look good, smell good. I was at a phenomenal function, and I hope y'all understand my spirit. I got 18 minutes. I was at a phenomenal function this Sunday with the National Council of Negro Women. I saw the Sister MC. I saw you, Sister right there, Sister MC on Sunday. I was there watching you. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I love being in a room full of black women. But as I watched the room, and as I heard the songs, and as I watched the dance, and I looked at the shake and the move, and I asked her a question, how many of you all do truly believe in the Jesus that you're talking about? Our communities across the world are dying, and you singing songs. Jesus was a toucher.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Jesus wasn't a pontificator. He didn't care whether or not you heard him 50,000 times. He wanted to go in and touch somebody. Excuse me, Mr. Videographer.
Are you good?
And the thing about us nowadays, especially those of us who have moved through the civil rights movement into a time of progress and prosperity. It was James Weldon Johnson who sung the Negro National Anthem. What did he say in his third verse? Lest our hearts stray from the places, our God, where we met thee. Don't let our hearts be drunk with the wine of the world that we forget thee.
Yeah.
I sing it, no question. I don't have a problem with prosperity. Don't get me wrong, but a prosperity devoid of commitment. Sounding brass and tingling, signifying nothing.